It's on.
Ready?
Yep.
We give all praises to Yahweh,
Hashem,
Yahushua, Hashem, Rakak, Kadash, the honors of the apostles that rule well. Salutations to the brothers in the four corners, earth pushing the truth and sincerity. All right? Yeah, with that war situation, man, it's really getting heated up. It's really getting heated, man. Yeah, these are beautiful and exciting times to be living and being the Hebrew Israelite, all right? Because we see in the fall of Esau Queendom, it's sinking like the Titanic, man. It's sinking like the Titanic, you know? And Putin's ready for war, right? The president of Prime Minister of China, they ready. Kim Jong-un, right, of North Korea, they ready. You know, they ready. We found some articles. You have found the article, but we're gonna make that your last article. But the first one I sent you, let's go ahead and read that.
Relations with Ukraine? Mm-hmm. Is it relations?
Yes.
Relations with Ukraine. A strong, independent Ukraine is vital for the stability of the Euro-Atlantic area. Relations between NATO and Ukraine date back to the early 1990s and have since developed into one of the most substantial of NATO's partnerships. Since 2014, in the wake of Russia's illegal annexion of Crimea, cooperation has been intensified in critical areas. Since Russia's full-scale invasion in 2022, NATO and allies have provided unprecedented levels of support.
See, it said NATO's and the ally have presented unprecedented support to who? To Ukraine. But Putin say, yo, you know what? Stay out of this. This is between big brother and little brother. Because they trying to build what? That what's that ties they had? You know, back in the days when the Soviet Union slipped my mind. During the Cold War when all of them was together. Right? That's what he's trying to build. Right? So it's big brother picking on little brother, which is really a civil war between them. So Putin's telling them, yo, stay out, mind your fucking business. Mind your fucking business. Putin said, you know what? If you are so persistent in interfering, guess what? We're gonna go ahead and mess with y'all. That's why there's submarines all over around the United States. There's submarines. And I think it found an article, I said it the beginning of this week, which is a beautiful article, so we're gonna bring that out too. So war is in the horizon. War is in the horizon. And it's imminent. It's gonna happen. Nobody can stop this. Yahweh Bashim Yashar declared it from the very beginning. Right? You got a little bit more, man?
It's a long article. Talks about Russia. I skipped all of this. I went to response to Russia.
This one.
Okay. Response to Russia's war against Ukraine.
It's a response to what?
Russia's war against Ukraine.
Russia's war against Ukraine. Go ahead.
NATO condemns in the strongest.
NATO, which means the North Atlantic Treaty Organization. Right? Go ahead.
NATO condemns in the strongest possible terms Russia's brutal and unprovoked war of aggression against Ukraine, which gravely undermines international security and stability, and is a blatant violation of international law. NATO allies call on Russia to immediately stop the war and withdraw all of its forces from Ukraine.
So North Atlantic Treaty Organization want to step in and say it's against humanity.
Yeah.
What did you do to the northern and southern kingdom?
Yeah.
What did you do? We was picking cottons from what? From sun up to sundown, right? We didn't get paid, right? We was lynched. Y'all created a law called Jim Crow law, which segregated us, which we really didn't mind anyway, because we want to keep our distance from you anyway, because you are a heathen. You are an Edomite, right? The so-called white man, you are Edomites in the Bible. That's your nationality according to the scriptures. right? When a nigga like Martin Luther King integrated us, that was the wrong thing to do. Because the Bible's about division. And the Bible's about a chosen race, right? Israelites are the chosen people of the Most High. Let's get that real quick. Give me Ecclesiastes, Ecclesiasticus 17:17, and give me Psalms 147, 19 through 20.
Ecclesiastes 17:17.
Yeah, go ahead.
Says, for in the division of the nations of the whole earth.
In the division of the nation of the whole earth. Go ahead.
He said a ruler over every people.
He said a what?
A ruler over every people.
Uh-huh.
But Israel is the Lord's portion.
Israel is the Lord's portion. Israel is the Lord's portion, man. The earth, the world was created for what? For our sake. Right? You might have 10 kids, but there's a chosen child that you really have something in common, and that child you really love. That don't mean you don't love the other children, but it's that your spirit really resonates strongly with that child. That's how it is between the nation of Israel and the Most High. Yeah. Right? We are the chosen race. We are the peculiar and special people. What's give me Deuteronomy 7:6. Okay. Then we go to Psalms 147, 19, 20.
Romans 7:6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
That's right. Holy. Holy. What it means to be holy. That means what? To set apart. Chosen. Holy. Esau is the what? Profane.
Yeah.
Not sacred. Outside the temple. Right? Unsacred. He's filthy. He's a profane man. Go ahead.
The Lord thy God had chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
That's right. The Most High chosen Israel to be what? A special and a peculiar people to himself. To himself. That backs up with Sirach 17:17. Give me Psalms 147, 19 and 20. All right. How are you?
All right.
All right.
So I can be there. Psalms 147 verse 19. He showed his word unto Jacob.
He what?
He showed his word unto Jacob.
But does it say everybody else? Does it say the Ishmaelites? Does it say the Hamites? Does it say the Japhites?
Nope.
There's 18 nations in this planet. 18 nations. But there's one out of those 18 that is chosen among all those the 18 nations, which is Yasharala. Wow. Is the Most High discriminates? Yes. Is he racist? Yes, he is. Go ahead.
He showed his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. He had not dealt so with any nation.
He has not dealt so with any nation. Go ahead.
And as for his judgments, they have not known them.
Yeah, he said, I have not dealt with any other nation. In other words, he's telling y'all heathens, y'all not fucking with you. Just do what the Israelites tell you to do. They your boss. I'm not fucking with y'all. Don't even come to me. We could come to the Most High and his beloved Son. Not y'all. In the kingdom of heaven, you're going to be our servants. You're going to be there, but you're going to serve the nation of Israel. Point blank. Right? One vessel was fitted for honor, and one vessel was fitted for destruction. Esau, you was fitted for destruction. Your time is short. Let's go back to that article before we proceed.
Okay.
Last paragraph.
It says NATO allies call on Russia to immediately stop the war and withdraw all of its forces, to fully respect international humanitarian law, and to allow safe and unhindered humanitarian access and assistance to all.
And you got the audacity to talk about humanitarian? You got the audacity to talk about that? When you put chemtrails in the air, right? When you put fluoride and different chemicals in the water, when you look water under a microscope, you will find hair and feces. But you got the audacity to talk about humanitarian. Get the fuck out of here. He said, you got some nerve, man. You got some nerve. Right? The food, right? The crops, Monsanto,
Laws.
right? Bill Gates just came out and buying acres and acres of land, and he's fucking up the seed that he's got is all fucked up, right? Which were able to give you C19. This man is sinister. What the hell Bill Gates buying acres of land for? Right? Why? There's an agenda behind it. Alright? You're going to have some fucked up crops. There's going to be fucked up food that you're going to grow. Or you don't even want the food. You don't want the farmers to plant. To starve out Americans. Really, us, Israelites. Right? That's why we put our trust in the Most High. Habakkuk 2, I think is verse 4, right? The just shall live by faith. We have faith in the Most High. Esau, the difference between us and you are carnality. You know how to break down the periodic charts, right? You know how a building is made, right? You know these things, right? The scripture says you are what? Wiser than Daniel, right? You might know carnality, but you don't know spirituality. And that's what makes us so special. Sometimes we got this intuition, you know what? Something don't feel right about that. Right? Something don't feel good. Right? You don't have that, man. Your power is carnality, man. That's why scripture said, Yahweh Shem Yahshua said, you can't serve Mammon or the Most High. In your case, Esau, you serve Mammon. We serve Yahweh Hashem Yahweh.
I was going to say that we actually have both. We have both the knowledge of how this world works, and we have spirituality, because we're technically smarter than them, because most of the inventions were invented by us. Mm-hmm. You know, a lot of the stuff that was built by us. So we understand, you know, especially Issachar understands the astronomy, the stars of heaven, you know, science. So we technically have an understanding of both. Esau has carnality with deception and being manipulative. So, you know, we still stand out above you even when it comes to science and different things. And the Timbuktu says that we were mathematicals, we were mathematicians, astrologers, we're scientists. We have all that over you. And everything we're better than you. Even the other nations are better than you, Esau. Esau's just better at taking everything and making it seem like it was their own.
Yeah, but you search things out. Just like what was it, the Red Sea, which is the Suez Canal. You found chariots, right? You found homes, right? Because you want to search if the Bible is correct.
Yeah.
Just like Noah's Ark. You went to Mount Ararat, which is Turkey right now. You found gopher wood over there, which the ark was made of, gopher wood. So you search things out. Even when you do a biblical movie, man, you really get into what you're doing, man. You got the proper attire, you know, you got the speech and so on. You go all out because you search things out. That's why scripture said you are wiser than Daniel. What? To the left. Yeah. Right? And you're the damn devil that the Bible speaks of. Read those.
Well, I had a scripture. Obadiah 1:7.
Yeah, go ahead.
All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have
there was
thee.
peace with you. Russia was at peace with you at one time. China was definitely at peace with you. You had a good commerce going between one another, export and import, right? You know, China said we make this, such and such, we get paid off y'all. So it was like an even exchange. When Trump got in there, he increased the tariff, he increased the tax on China, right? When y'all had this solid relationship back in the days. But now, since y'all betrayed China, right, y'all want to, you know, cutthroat, because y'all owe a lot of money to them. Now, you want to come out and say, hey, they're the enemy. No, you the enemy, Esau. You are the enemy, man. You are everybody's enemy. And these other nations is getting all unready. They setting a snare and a trap for you, right? This Ukraine situation might be a trap for you to get involved. Go ahead, you got something?
Yeah, I'm just finishing this. It says, and prevail against, it says, yeah, they have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There's no understanding in him. Yeah. I mean, shows you that the nations are getting tired of you, Esau, because like the humanitarian law, that's why y'all want to stop the war. Means stop Russia from doing what they're doing. But like we explained, y'all do the same thing. So the nations are getting hit to your deception and your evil.
That's right.
And they're quick to label someone else as evil when they do the most. That's what you call propaganda. Oh, look at the other nations. Look at Russia. Look at China. You always want to dehumanize everyone else but yourself. When Esau, you're not even human. You have no melanin in your skin. How can you be superior to everyone else? How? When everyone is more intelligent than you. Every other nation is more intelligent, more stronger than you. And I think statistically, there's more minorities than you, Esau. Statistically, if every Israelite, it's not going to happen because obviously no man's going to save you. You gotta wait on the Lord. But if every Israelite was to boycott you and stop buying for your businesses, and we was to just look out for our own, we could destroy your government in one day. One day we could destroy your government, just like that. If we all got together, but we under the curses, so that's not going to happen because a man. The scripture says the brother is going to look. He going to have an evil eye towards his brother. That's why we can't have our own businesses like that. We do, but it's just not in the scale. Like the Asians come down here and make their own business.
And that's how you know that prophecy is on point. The scripture said they're going to be the head and we're going to be the tail. That's why they own everything. You know what I'm saying? Got something on that? We got more articles.
Yeah, we do. Some more. You want more on this article?
No, we got. No, we were just discussing the relationship between Ukraine and the United States. How NATO said there's going to be precaution. There's going to be, we got pretty much, we got to take action for your actions. For every action, there's a reaction. So NATO's going to step up to defend Ukraine in this matter because they're telling Putin to stop. But Putin's giving them a warning to the United States and said, don't get involved in this. This don't have nothing to do with you.
Second article: U.S. observe Russian Navy preparing for possible tests of nuclear-powered torpedo. The U.S. observed Russia's naval vessels preparing for a possible test of a nuclear-powered torpedo.
And a torpedo could be in the form of what? EMP, electronic magnetic pulse, or electronic pulse magnetic, something like that.
Yeah, electric magnetic pulse
missile. Right. So they got these torpedoes that could hit America, man. And China supplying Russia with war and vice versa. With weapons and vice versa. So these other nations are getting ready, man. They getting ready.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Among the vessels which took a part in the preparations was the Belgorod, a cruise missile submarine modified for special operations that is able to launch unmanned underwater vehicles, including the Poseidon torpedo. I'm pretty sure he named Poseidon. In mythology, he's the Greek god of the water.
Yeah, that's the article you found, or that's?
I'm not even sure. Really, this is the second.
That's the second one.
This is the second one.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So we're gonna hit yours out last. Go ahead.
In the last week, the vessels were observed leaving the testing area in the Arctic Sea and heading back to port without carrying out a test. The U.S. believes the Russians may have encountered technical difficulties.
Let me get a scripture real quick. This is Joel 3, verse 9. It says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords, and your pruning hooks into spear. Let the weak say, I am strong. And that's what's going on. These other countries say, you know what? We got the same capabilities as y'all. We got these ballistic missiles. That's why they always flexing. And that's what's going on right now. United States, China, North Korea, they flexing. When they doing those missile testing,
Yeah.
they flexing. when they got their soldiers together in unison and one accord, like China, they flex it. They tell the United States, what's up? We ready? Are y'all ready? It said, let the heathens be awakened. And that's what we're reading about. Let the heathens be awakening, man. They waking up. It said, and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat. Jehoshaphat is in the Middle East. Right? I think it's judgment.
Yeah, Yahweh's judgment.
Yahweh's judgment.
Jehoshaphat.
Yep.
Yeah.
It said, for there will I sit to judge all the heathens round about. Right? So that's what the Most High going to judge. World War III is going to take place over there. War is going to take place right here. Missiles are going to be shot at Babylon the Great, man. Let me get a quick precept. This is Psalms 96, verse 13. It says, before Yahweh, for he cometh to judge the earth. He shall judge the world with righteousness, and the people with his truth. And that's what? And the truth is said what? Let me get that precept real quick. This is 2nd Ezra 6, right? 6 verse 28. As for faith, it shall flourish. Corruption shall be overcome. And the truth, which has been so long without fruit, shall be declared. And the truth is being declared, man. People are starting to wake up to who the true devil is, right? That's why you put this stigma on yourself that you are white man. White means pure, righteous. The stigma you put upon us is black, means evil, wicked, right? Void of color, right? But you really, anyway, you don't even have no melanin. Yeah. Right? But it puts it be vice versa. You really the black man, we really the white, the righteous, the pure.
Yeah.
Fucking devil.
Yeah, symbolic, yeah.
Yeah.
And they're not even white anyways. Like physically.
Pink.
Yeah. Pale.
Let's say Houston, Texas, pink. They don't say pink, they say pink.
Pink.
Alright. You got something, son?
Yeah, it says, well, you had a scripture. Isaiah 9 and 5.
Yep.
For every battle of the warriors is with confused noise, and garments rolled in blood. But this shall be a burning and fuel of fire.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fuel of fire, right? What those missiles require for them to take off? Fuel, right? The ballistic music, the ICBMs, intercontinental ballistic missiles require what? Fuel, right? Fuel to hit this place, Babylon the Great. That's going to be the new type of war, right? It ain't going to be with javelins. It ain't going to be with shields, right? It ain't going to be like that, how the Romans took down the Persians and the Medes. It ain't going to be like that, right? It's going to be a new kind of war with fuel. Even the tanks take fuel. The Humvees take fuel, right? The fighter jets, it takes fuel, right? Yeah, what you got?
Isaiah 54 and 16. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, that bringeth forth an instrument for his work, and I have created the waster to destroy.
You created the waster to destroy. And the Most High declared this from the very, very beginning, man. He declared this from the very beginning. Matter of fact, let me get a precept on that. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 9. 2nd Ezra chapter 9. 2nd Ezra chapter 9, I start at verse 5. It said, for like as all that is made in the world has a beginning and an end. The end is manifest. The end is being manifest right now. This is what the vision Ezra was seeing. That's why the Most High said, you know what? Fast for 7 days. Eat the flowers of the field. I'm going to show you more. I'm going to show you more. So the Most High showed Ezra's these visions, right? And wrote it what? In the book. Ezra was one of the understudies of who? Of Jeremiah, right? It said, even so, and that's how Lamentations is written too. Even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings in wonders and powerful works, and the ended in effects and signs. And everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby ye have believed. That's right. You're gonna be saved by faith, man. Having faith in Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua. You know? This ain't the time to be wandering off this truth, man. This is the time to be in the truth, deep, hard, and strong, man. Right? Study that self-approval. Stay in the word, man. Because this is what the scripture said. I'm gonna show you something. This is Isaiah 33, verse 6. It said, "And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of that time and strength of salvation. The fear of Yahweh is his treasure." Right? It said, shall be the wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time, strength and salvation. That's what's going to save you. Wisdom and knowledge. That's what's going to save you in the last days, man. All right? Something?
Yeah, I have a scripture. I seen it kind of before I lost track. Job 20 and 23. When he's about to fill his belly, God shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him.
Yeah, that's when you think when a new world order is going to be in play in full effect, right? Given and distributed the MOTB. Obama passed that law in his healthcare plan on page 1,000, between 1,001 and 1,004. That everybody will have to get the MOTB to get healthcare service, right? To get food and among other things, right? This is their agenda, right? It's an economy reset that's going on. Some places don't take cash. Some places want to take cards, or you can pay through what? Through Apple Pay and so on, right? This is their agenda. Right.
It shall rain it upon him while he is eating. He shall flee from the iron weapon.
He shall flee from what?
The iron weapon. And the bow still shall strike him through. It is
iron weapon. They close. Their weapon is the what? Is the missiles.
Yeah.
Right? Go ahead.
It is drawn and cometh out of the body, yet a glittering sword cometh out of his gall.
That's that glittering sword. The glittering sword is the ICBMs, ballistic missiles. Can't stress it enough. And these are the things they don't talk in church.
Yeah.
The wacky-tacky Christians don't talk about ICBMs. I never heard that shit when I was a Seventh-day Adventist. I never heard about missiles. I never heard about the MOTB, man. Yeah. They don't break this down. I only hear about race wars in churches, man. We don't hear that shit. They always give that kumbaya lecture. They always give that prosperity doctrine. We don't, or feel good. Feel good. That's what we hear in churches when we used to go. We don't hear about the end times, man. They don't stress that.
The most they give you is they talk about is the rapture. But what's going to happen to the rest of the people? Yeah, the good's going to be saved, but they don't really express what's going to happen to the wicked on the land.
Mm-hmm.
What's the Lord going to do with them?
Yeah.
He's going to have to live here.
Crazy.
It says, our darkness shall be hidden in secret places. A fire not blown shall consume him. It shall go ill with him that is left in his tabernacle.
Perfect example is that Terminator 2.
Yeah.
What's that? Sarah
That's what I was thinking about, yeah.
Was holding that fence. She was consumed while she was grabbing that fucking fence, man. She disintegrated. That flash of light. Right? Go ahead.
The heavens shall reveal his iniquity, and the earth shall rise up against him. And just like in Obadiah, it says the earth shall rise up against him. That's the other nations, the other countries sending missiles towards you. You're not going to win them, no matter what devices you have, Esau. Because when everyone's fed up with you, that's it. When you have a wicked king, once everybody's tired of you, they're going to overthrow that wicked king. That's what you are, Esau. You're that wicked king, that wicked empire. Everybody's getting sick of you. They're going to throw you down. And it's been going on for years. It's just Roman Empire. You know, you taking over other countries. The Roman Empire is the same thing. The government was pretty almost designed the same way. They just made minor differences on the modern day government, but it was really the same thing.
Yeah. Same thing, man. That's that wound that been healed, right? Because the Roman Empire, they went into the Dark Ages, so the wound got healed and they came right back in power again. You got something?
Yeah. Isaiah 47, 1-3, and I want to read the last verse as well.
Yeah, go ahead.
It says, "Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans. For thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Take the millstones and grind mill. Uncover thy locks. Make bare the leg. Uncover the thigh. Pass over the rivers." The scripture says, "Sit on the ground. There is no throne." Sit in the dust. You know, sit in the dust. You look up the word dust. Dust is like shame. You know, or like in the scriptures, they'll put dust in their heads. You know, that's a sign of mourning, a sign of shame. So that's a sign of shame, Slakia. So that's what's going to happen to America. And that's kind of what's happening to America slowly but surely. You know, you're going to start sitting in the dust. It says, "Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yet thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. Yet thy nakedness shall be uncovered." Your nakedness is being uncovered right now because you're the son of perdition. And the son of perdition is being revealed. How? Because people understand what you're doing. They understand that the air is polluted, that the food is not good. You know, there's even some people that see that, you know, the laws of gender roles and all that is off. You know, a majority of people are deceived by it, but there is people that knows that, hey, something's not right with this. Y'all know, most people know that our God and Lord and Savior can't be white. You know, that's you being uncovered. Anyways, I want to read 14. "Behold, they shall be as stubble. The fire shall burn them. They shall not deliver themselves from the power of the flame. There shall not be a coal to warm at, nor fire to sit before it." So there ain't gonna be no fire you can sit before that fire. Because, you know, I mean, you can't sit before besides one nuke, one mushroom cloud. You know, that radiation and the power of that flame it can't be quenched. You know.
Yeah, give me Daniel 7, starting at 6.
Daniel 7-6.
Yeah.
"After this I beheld, and lo, another like a leopard."
Yeah, the leopard's who? It's Alexander the Freak. We don't call him Alexander the Great. Alexander the Freak. Right? Go ahead.
"Which had upon the back of it 4 wings of a fowl."
Yeah, 4 wings. Wings represent the speed. How he took down, the Persians so fast.
Yeah.
That's what that means. Okay, go ahead.
"The beast had also 4 heads."
The 4 heads is the 4 general Diadushis. What is it? Ptolemy, Lysicamus, Seleucus, right? And Cassandra. Go ahead.
"And dominion was given to it." And after this,
Dominion mean what? Power. Power was given to these guys. All right, go ahead.
"And after this I saw in the night visions, and behold, a 4th beast."
The 4 beasts is who? The Roman Empire. Go ahead.
"Dreadful and terrible."
Yeah, dreadful and terrible, man. They had a mighty army, man. They had a big crew. Go ahead.
"And strong exceedingly. And it had great iron teeth."
The great iron teeth. They had what? They had weapons of war. Right? They had the top weapons at that time in that era.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It devoured and brake in pieces. It stamped the residue with the feet of it.
Stamp is what? Now the democracy, the religion.
Yeah.
Right? You know, how they Hellenized the Israelites back then. That's part of that stamp. Go ahead.
"And it was diverse from all the beasts that were before it."
Yeah, because they had what? Why was diverse? Because they had Caesars, they had senators, they had the publicans and the Palatians, right? Which is the Democrat and what Republicans. They had it back then. So it was diverse. It was different government structure. right? Really and truly, it's the Greco and Roman Empire, the Greeks and Romans coming together, right? The Romans incorporated their agriculture, their artworks, right? Back then, even a style of dressing. Go ahead.
And it was diverse from all the beasts that were before it, and it had 10 horns.
Yeah, the 10 horns is who? Belgium, France, Spain, Luxembourg, was it Netherlands?
Yeah.
Denmark, Ireland, Greece, and Spain.
So I had it right here.
Britain.
I got the old one. But Germany's not in there no more, right?
Belgium, France, and Italy.
Yeah.
That's 10.
God, I considered the horns, and behold, there came up among them.
Yeah, and that's the 10 horns. Yep.
Another little horn.
Yep. And another little horn is who we're talking about America. That's another little horn. America.
Yeah.
It's in Revelation also.
Fine little.
Yep.
Yeah. I'll call it the little horn. Before whom there were 3 of the first horns plucked by
3 who? Spain, France, and Britain. Go ahead.
Plucked up by the roots. And behold, in this horn were eyes, and the eyes of a man.
Yeah, their eyes is like what? The eyes of a man. They satellite system, right? They satellite. The satellite dishes, right? The cell towers, right? Got video cameras all over the place, which was created by a system, by the way. Right? It was created by a system. The security cameras that you see everywhere in the world was created by a system. Look it up, by the way. I forgot her name.
And the mouth speaking great things.
Yeah, how is it speaking great things? Lies. All right, speaking lies, democracy, the religion establishment, they lie too damn much. Speaking lies. Through what? Through their TV. Through the iPhones. Through the iPads. Right? Through their social media. Through what? Through their media. Speaking what? Lies. Oh, get the C-19, you gotta get it. So you could be protected from. Come on, man, that's all lies. It's all lies. Yeah. Oh man, Saddam Hussein is a terrorist. We gotta take him down. No, what was that? Why I gotta take him down? To take the oil. Oh, Saddam bin Laden. You gotta kill him. He the one that sent the planes that hit the towers. Oh, it was created by the CIA. The CIA took the towers. Wow. Speaking what? Great things, right?
Yeah. I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the ancients of days they sit, whose garment was white as snow.
And that's a brother, black man, sitting on a throne.
And the hair of his head like the pure wool. His throne was like a fiery flame, and his wheels as burning fire. Mm-hmm. A fiery stream issued and came forth from before him. Thousands ministered unto him, and 10,000 times 10,000 stood before him. The judgment was set, and the books were opened.
Yeah, it's records of what the nation's going to get. Records of what the nation's going to get, man. What they did to the nation of Israel. And there's going to be a black man coming out that sky. If you read
You mean verses up?
No, you know what? Pause it out. Let's go back to that article.
Alright.
I think we on your last article?
Yeah.
Or the second one?
You didn't want no more from the second?
If you got more meat.
Read a little more.
Mm-hmm.
United States officials said Russia could attempt to test the torpedo again, but note the waters in the testing area will soon begin to ice over, limiting the window for operations. A test of the torpedo will likely have inflamed tensions with the U.S. even further at a time when Washington and its allies have been carefully monitoring for any sign Russia might be preparing to use nuclear weapons in the war in Ukraine. And why y'all monitoring so closely?
Yeah, right.
You know that you're probably scared. You're probably scared because y'all know Esau knows the Bible. You know, the least know the Bible, they know the prophecy. That's why they're trying so hard to prevent it. That's why, yeah. Now I was gonna say that's why they're watching so close to see what Russia's doing with their nuclear capabilities.
And your brothers and sisters that dependent on income tax, You think you'll get this high amount of money like you got last year? You're not gonna get that,
Yeah.
right? Because your brothers and sisters that's getting tax money, what y'all accustomed to getting to last year and the year before that, you're not gonna get that anymore. They're gonna scale your W-2 form earnings that you're supposed to receive, and you're gonna get that by half. Because you know what? That money that they taking off your W-2 form is funded Ukraine. They already gave them $50 billion already. They already gave them $50 billion. So what they doing is they taking it out of every American citizen when it comes to the income tax return. It's going to Ukraine.
That's tyranny, though. That's not even democracy. Shouldn't it be your choice if you want to fund the war? They'll probably look at you a criminal if you say you don't want to fund it. But technically, that's the wages you made, the wages you earned.
But they ain't gonna ask you. They're just gonna take it.
Yeah.
That's Esau. Esau ain't gonna ask you, son. He's just gonna take it. But a lot of Americans don't know what's going on. Yo, what's on my income tax? I got more last year. Why I'm getting this?
Yeah.
Because after that, it went to Ukraine. Alright? That's why you gotta try to create or come with another source of income. Because a lot of y'all, especially niggas, a lot of y'all niggas depend on that income tax money. A lot of y'all niggas depend on income tax money.
They blow it.
But they're blowing. The Most High taught you in the scriptures of how to save. Right? Don't be slave to the lender. Y'all constantly accumulating credit cards. Don't be slave to the lender. If you be a slave to the lender, you're gonna take less. You might spend. You're gonna spend more, and you're gonna take less because you got to pay what your bill collectors. Right? So you got to be smart in these last days, man. Stop accumulating so much debt. All right? Esau's already taking tax from your check regularly.
Yeah.
Now, when you get at the end of the year, you expecting a good return. You're not gonna stop expecting it. You ain't gonna get that shit.
Yeah.
From what I heard, they're gonna eliminate tax returns.
Yeah.
Right.
They already started to. See, I'll probably just got a little more. The U.S. has also been paying particular attention to any possible test of the Poseidon torpedo. The Poseidon torpedo is a nuclear-powered, unmanned, underwater vehicle capable of carrying both conventional and nuclear munitions. Its nuclear propulsion system gives the Poseidon virtually limitless range. Damn.
Limitless range.
The U.S. does not believe any test would have involved detonating a nuclear device. Any potential danger would come from a malfunction of the nuclear propulsion system. That's pretty much it for that one. Yep. Yeah, that's why they're looking at it so closely. And the thing is, Esau always want to watch everybody else. But when they're doing their mischief, making their nuclear weapons, they want to keep it secret. They want to be hidden. Y'all want to watch what Russia's doing.
Yeah.
What Russia's doing with their nuclear capabilities.
Oh, from the devil, man. Perfect devil. You know?
Technically, the United States really wants to be the only power in the world with nuclear capability. They really don't want the other nations to have it. If they could find some way to disarm all of their nuclear capabilities, they would. Because if United States had the only nuclear capability, all the other countries would be messed up. They gotta have some way to defend themselves from that.
Yeah. Give me Revelation 12. Revelation 12. Starting at 7.
Revelation 12:7.
Yeah.
There was war in heaven.
There was what?
War in heaven.
There was war in heaven.
Michael and his angels.
And we explained that in Joel chapter 3, that they're gonna be in Jehoshaphat. What was that? The Valley of Decision, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Or Yahweh's judgment.
Yahweh judgment, sorry.
Yeah.
Yahweh judgment. Right? So we discussed that in Joel 3. Right? There's going to be war over there by the Euphrates River. Let's go.
And there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon. The dragon fought in his angels and prevailed not. Neither was their place found anymore in heaven. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent.
Yeah, because they think the Most High fought wacky-tacky Christians, the religion establishment, think God fought with the devil.
Yeah.
The spiritual devil, the physical devil. Yeah, go ahead. We're going to explain it. Go ahead.
Called the devil.
And devils mean what? Slander, a false accuser.
And Satan,
Satan means adversary.
which deceived the whole world, he was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. And I heard a loud voice.
Who was that? That's the so-called white man, right? And his angels is who? His military forces. His angels who? NATO, right? The European Union, right? French ain't no different from American. That's the Edomite that dwells in France. Edomite, American, so-called white American is a so-called white man, Edomite, that dwells in America. They ain't no fucking difference. It's like Putin. Putin ain't no different from Biden. They both Edomites fighting against each other because they got different point of view.
Yeah.
Right? It's all about money. That's what it's about, money. Go ahead.
It says, and I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now has come salvation and strength in the kingdom of our power, Yahweh, and the power of his Christ, Mashiach. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before Yahweh day and night.
Yeah, who's that brethren? Esau. He's our brother. Right? The so-called Jews is our brother. Isaac had two sons, Esau and Jacob. But this motherfucker gonna be cast down. Read on.
And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony. And they loved not their lives unto the death.
That's right.
Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea.
Who's the inhabitants? Us, Israel. Go ahead.
For the devils come down unto you.
Who? Esau, the so-called white man. Go ahead.
Having great wrath, because he know that he had but a short time.
You know what, son?
He had but a short time.
This motherfucker got a short time. That's why he hurried been doing what he got to do. Esau's hustling to do what he got to do, right?
Yeah.
Bring the MOTB, right? Start this war with Russia, China, because they make money off of it. That's how the Rothschilds, the Rothschilds, because they was funding the South and they was funding the North. So they was making money on both sides. The Civil War, they was making money on both sides, man. They make money. They thrive off war.
And a lot of movies is about trying to defy prophecy, like going back in time to stop this event from ever happening.
Yeah, right.
You know, it's like what, 5 Terminator movies, 5 to 6. Every movie is about them going back to the past, or about them sending a Terminator to the Skynet, sending a Terminator to the past or something.
That's
you know,
true.
to make sure, either make sure Judgment Day happens or to prevent it.
To prevent it.
But Judgment Day always happens at the end, especially in part 3. You know.
They had movies like that. They had a movie with Ashton Kutcher. I forgot. He kept going back in time and shit. They had another movie with Tom Cruise, War Tomorrow.
Yeah, Edge of Tomorrow.
Edge of Tomorrow.
Like that.
He kept going back, trying to
he kept
replay it.
he kept dying.
Yeah, he kept dying. You know what I'm saying? You can't change it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a Butterfly Effect? Butterfly Effect.
I don't think I saw it.
Yeah, well, Ashton Kutcher, that's a good movie. Deja Vu with, what's that, Denzel Washington.
Yeah.
I was trying to go back and start over. You know, they got another one with Matt Damon. It's about his blueprint. They were trying to change his blueprint.
It's not Elysium, right? That's
another one. That movie always slipped my mind. You know, they was trying to prevent him from meeting this woman. But he always met her every time he came back.
Yeah, you and Mama, yeah.
That was with Mackie. That was his brother Mackie.
Yeah.
Mackie. Yeah, Mackie, brother, he was like an angel.
Oh, okay.
Mackie played
Falcon.
Falcon. Yes.
Yeah.
There you go. He played Falcon in Avengers.
Yeah, Avengers, Winter Soldier, yeah.
Great actor, man. Great actor.
He was also an 8 Mile. Eminem destroyed him.
Yeah, so Matt Damon was trying to change the blueprint. You can change your blueprint, man. Your Howard Shimon Shot got your blueprint. Man, why would you want to know your blueprint anyway? I don't want to know my blueprint.
Yeah.
You know? That's why the scripture said it's going to give you, remembrance of
former things. Yeah.
Former things, right? You don't want to know how you passed away. Why?
Yeah.
You'll see all these little it's from the beginning of time. Why do you want to see that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's kind of the joy of life, of not really knowing what's happening next, but making the right decisions so you can have a great outcome.
That's why the day you call it present.
Yeah.
It's a present to you.
It's present.
You live.
Yeah.
It's present. Well, don't focus on the past. Right?
Yeah.
Don't get on a present.
Revelation 18 and 21. And the mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea, saying, thus with violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown down, and shall be found no more at all.
Break that down.
Yep, so that great millstone cast sea. You know, Babylon.
That's what Sarah Connor was seeing.
Yeah.
Sarah Connor kept having those visions.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And that's what Skynet. That's what they were trying to stop Skynet.
Yeah.
You know, they trying to stop that brother from creating.
Skynet is supposed to be like God then.
Yes.
Skynet always makes sure the judgment happens. Yeah.
I think Resident Evil with the Umbrella Corporation, they was trying to stop the Umbrella Corporation.
Yeah.
They got a team trying to stop it.
Yeah.
You can't stop pestilence, right? You can't stop the wars, man. You read that? What was that? Matthew 24 verse 7. You can't stop this, man. Because the Most High said He declared from the very beginning. I had read that earlier.
Matthew 24 and 7. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. There shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in divers places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. Yeah, nation shall rise against nation, kingdom against kingdom, famines, pestilence. And that shows you that the Bible's accurate, because these prophecies have been coming to pass. It's not over, but they haven't come to pass. We saw there's famines in the world, there's pestilence. We had the CV, but even though that was man-made, that's still the Lord's doing. The Lord, He kill it, He make it alive.
Isaiah 45:7.
Oh. Isaiah 45 and 7. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. Yep, you make it peace, you make it evil. Yep, so we're just living in the Lord's world. This is His world. He can do what He wants with it. But it said that what He said won't go unvoid. When He prophesied the downfall of America, Babylon, it's just a land of confusion. So if He said it's going to happen, that's what He will do.
Yeah, because really, truly, we're just playing this thing out. We're just playing it out, man. I think Apostle Romeo said, man, in a different realm, we're already moving. That's why when you saw Planet of the Apes, when Mark Wahlberg got in that little ship, he was trying to escape judgment, but he got in that little ship. He went to another America. Yeah. And who was ruling? The apes. Yeah. Abraham Lincoln on the statue at the memorial, it was a monkey in a suit. That's really mockery of us. It was really a black man in a suit. Yeah. Because the cops came to Mark Wahlberg, all the cops came. Yeah. And it was all monkey in the police uniform and shit. That was really us. He was like, damn, Yeah. That's a bad movie, man. Yeah. All Planet of the Apes is real good. Just like with the serum. The serum made the monkeys intelligent. But the serum is really the Bible that was making us intelligent. Yeah. We know our true identity. We know who our enemy are. We know how America will be destroyed. We know about the MOTB. Jacob. Right? This Bible was written by Jacob. This Bible, they're Israelites. The Most High gave these Israelite men visions, and they wrote it what? They wrote it in the book. Right? So the serum that was going to these monkeys was what? The scriptures, the word of Yahweh Shai. Made them intelligent. The monkeys found out, hey, made me want to see that movie again. Yeah. On my big screen.
There's 3 parts to it.
Yeah. I want to see that movie again. Right?
His name Caesar, I think the main
Caesar.
Yeah.
And Caesar was raised by who? By the white man. Yeah. Right? When Caesar got that knowledge, he said, man, you're the fucking devil, really and truly. He grew apart. He was trying to get his monkey back, but the monkey hadn't got that intelligence.
Yeah, he's smart.
He had his own crew.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That movie is so fucking spiritual, man.
Yeah.
Made me want to see it again. It's really a spiritual movie.
Yeah, but they want us to stay docile, a docile state of mind. They want us to keep pushing drugs in our community, keep pushing guns.
Yeah.
And they want us to keep fighting against one another. That's why they don't like to see us out here with these Bibles in our hands, coming together and serving our one true power. Esau hates to see that. They hated to see those apes gain intelligence and work together. You know, they want us to keep fighting one another.
That's right. That's right.
That goes back to that Willie Lynch letter. Since slavery, they've been implementing these psychological ways for us to keep hating against each other. Oh, he's light skinned. Oh, he's dark. I don't like him. He light skinned. I don't like him because he's dark skinned. Or the black woman. You know, one of our biggest wars with our own women. You know, our own women don't like us. And we don't know how to treat our own women. But that's all because of Esau's psychological ways to keep us apart. But coming towards the end times, all that's going to change. Esau's going to be like, damn, what's going on? We want our monkey back.
Yeah.
We want our monkey back.
Yeah, just like the new Transformers. The new Transformers, Optimus Prime is gathering who? Beast. He's gathering his whole crew to fight who? The Decepticons. Right? And that's what's going on. The Northern and the Southern Kingdom coming together, man. Right? To fight off who? The so-called white man with what? With the word. Give me second Maccabees 15, 14 through 16. We're going to end it with that. Yo, this word is beautiful, man. This word is beautiful.
Second Maccabees 16 to 14.
Second Maccabees, that's the last chapter, right? Chapter 15?
It's 15.
14 through 16.
Man, it reads in a while. Second Maccabees 15, verse 14 to 16. And Ananias answered, saying,
Ananias is what? Priest of the temple. I think he was a Levite. Go ahead.
I believe his name is Gift of God.
Gift of God.
And Ananias answered, saying, this is the lover of the brethren.
This is the love of the brethren. Go ahead.
Who prayed much for the people.
Pray much for the people. Go ahead.
And for the holy city.
For the holy city, Jerusalem.
To which Jeremiah is the prophet of Yahweh. Whereupon Jeremiah is holding forth his right hand.
Holding forth his right hand. Go ahead.
Gave to Judas a sword of gold.
Gave to Judas a sword of gold. This is the sword of gold, right? This is what we get. This is our weapon, right? Go ahead.
And in giving it spake thus.
And giving to what?
Giving it, and in giving it spake thus.
Spake thus, go ahead.
Take this holy sword.
It say, take this holy sword.
A gift from God, Yahweh.
A gift from God, from Yahweh. Go ahead.
With the which thou shalt wound the adversary.
Shall what?
Wound the adversary.
Shall wound the adversary. That's what we want our adversary with. This right here. Alright? But there's going to be a time when we're going to get a physical sword. But right now, we got to use a spiritual sword. And this is how we wound our adversaries. That's it for now.
Yeah, awesome. Let's go way to end it.
So we give all praises to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushua, Bashem, Rakakadash. You have to America, you have to Esau, 2/3, and these flaming fairies. Shalom.